Wow. Rare occurrence of the starting soon phase taking a while. But I woke up a bit late and I hadn't brushed my teeth yet. So I had to do that. And yeah, I can agree. It's usually good to dry your head before headphones. So, clear up my table a bit. There we go. Oh yeah. Let's see. Do I have anything on the screen that I shouldn't have? No, that's all fine. It's all fine. Let's see. Yes. Whee. Bomb. Let's see. What do I do? What do I do? Let's open up the project. Something hit me yesterday, by the way. It was I was just coding, right? And then I had a moment of thinking like, dude, I'm just like typing letters, right? I'm just putting text into these files. And then when I write cargo run release, I have a video game, right? That's crazy. Like I know I'm like typing code and I've been doing it for a while, but it just hit me like, dude, I'm just fucking typing letters. Like what the fuck? When did we get here? It's amazing. Well, yeah. I also have to implement this material. I guess I'll do that first, because it's not gonna take a long time. Uh, I had an interesting issue yesterday. Oh, also, yes, okay, I'm remembering everything. Uh, so first things first. I had an interesting issue yesterday. Uh, like, I had this thing where, if I have a large movement, then I'm gonna break it up into multiple segments, right? So, let me actually run the game so I can show this. So if I have a large movement, currently how the movement works is that you move on one axis, and then you move on another axis, and then you move on one axis, right? And that's how the body moves through space, right? So instead of, or just the movement works like, one axis, another axis, and then another axis. And I believe this is also how it happens in Minecraft, if I remember some technical videos correct. Instead of being like a straight path, you know? Oh, interesting. What the? Oh, okay. So there's a bug with the meshing. I need to fix that. Okay. There we go. Anyway, well, the problem, like I had this working, you know, but the problem is that the movement wasn't correct, right? I knew it, but I thought it wouldn't be a big of an issue. And the reason that it wasn't correct is because like there was some rounding error, right? Like I have movement segments, I decide how many segments, and then I would just have this amount here, right? But I'm dividing integers, and there's some rounding error, and turns out the rounding error is significant. And so I disabled the text, which was broken, and then I wrote a test. I don't know if this test is going to prove useful, but if I run the tests now, then everything is going to pass. Oh, Munglo, good morning. how you're doing. How are you doing? Yeah, so every test passes, but then if I disable this and I enable movement segmenting, then the one test is not gonna fail. But this is not really like, you just see this one red failed and these numbers are different. Who cares? How does it actually look in game? Fuck. There we go. So what it looks like in game is if I run here, for example, I jump here, there's like a little stutter as I fall. I don't know how visible that is on stream, but this is like the position where I found the issue, right? Like I jump here, like we stutter. And another position where it happens is in this segment of the map. If I go here, this is the setup. And then just before you land on that time it wasn't that bad. But just before you land on that platform, you like get some rounding error and it fucks up your movement a bit. Yeah, right there. It actually just fucked up my movement in a way which eats the jump perfectly. It's it's an awesome issue. But yeah, just disable the segmenting and it's no longer an issue. So the wonders of a rounding error. I was honestly surprised that the rounding error is that big. So it's supposed to be like the rounding error is in entity coordinates. And there's, let's see. Well, I'm just thinking right now. Because the voxel coordinates are I32s and entity coordinates are I64s. Let's see how we convert between them. Okay, so we bit shift 32. That's fair enough. Yeah, so there's 32 kind of decimal bits. So, yeah. So there's this many entity positions within one voxel. Supposedly. Like, if I haven't fucked up the math. Right? To the power of 32 entity positions within one voxel. And the rounding error impacts supposedly the entity positions. And yet, it's like having such dramatic effects on the movement. And I'm like, what? Like, that does not feel like it should be the case. It does not feel like it should be the case. But the moment is I64s, and this is what we're dividing. I don't know if it's to do anything with the amount that I'm dividing with, but no. No. I do not use floats. Asterisk. For visual stuff, I do use floats. And the velocity is in floats still. I will get rid of that property at some point. The velocity will not be in floats at some point. Just because I want determinism in the system. So how I model it kind of in my head is that we have the physics side of the game. Let's say this grass block is the physics side. Everything should be integers here. And then once we get to the rendering, like we don't care what happens here, right? Like we can use floats here as long as it never goes back here, right? All the floats can happen here and live here. Never here. This should never know anything about floats or of the output of floats, even. It should stay fully deterministic. There's some reason that I still have velocity as a float. Let's see what that reason is. Are we getting the parallel components? Oh yeah. I think I'm getting the length of the velocity at some point, and that was an issue. Oh, wait, hold on, do I remember? No, I don't. I'm pretty sure the problem is that I'm getting the length of the velocity at some point, and that's kind of fucked up. But I can definitely figure out a way to not use floats anywhere. Oh. Let's see. Yeah. Inventory stuff sounds good, sounds good. Fair enough. And yeah, cleared, I guess, but it's like how to say, like the game is 50 ticks per second, and like 2 to the power of 32 is quite a big number. But I guess the rounding errors are big enough. It's amazing. It took me by surprise when I saw the issue. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" My first instinct was that I thought I was colliding with air or like colliding with stuff that I shouldn't be colliding with. Then I wrote a print statement in the move body function, which basically just printed whenever a collision happened, and then it didn't print anything when the movement fucked up. I'm like, what? What is happening? But then my next thought was maybe it's the rounding error, right? Because there's nothing else. Um, and like it wasn't an issue previously. Aye, aye, aye. You'll float too. That's the one thing that comes to my mind out of that. Also, actually, we have footstep sounds that are not complete utter dogshit now. And that brings me to another topic. Let's see. Ooh, actually, I wish I don't have any stuff that I shouldn't show here. You know, I'll just download the version of Itch. That's the easiest thing that I can do. See, there's this wonderful little game I made. Also, I don't have JavaScript on here. Yeah. I have a different browser profile for streaming. I used it for a while at some point, and then I decided I'm gonna use it again. There's also some crazy good games in this this jam. It's insane. Oh, Mangalo, I am doing interpolation of the camera. It's there you go. Here's the camera pose stuff. And because I know like when I'm rendering a frame, I know how far into physics tick we are. Like we have the position of the previous tick and the position of the, you know, the current tick, I guess, and then we interpolate between those based on the t value when rendering a frame. And yeah, it's we just convert shit, fixed numbers to floating points, and then we just interpolate. Wow, lerp, written out by hand, amazing. And then for camera position, you get the interpolated position, and then have to add the camera height. And the camera height does some different interpolation, actually. Because, and I'll answer your question in a moment. Cleared. But because when we have stairs, we interpolate for more ticks than you would think. And I'm not gonna place those by hand. I am gonna place those by hand, kind of. The fill tool didn't do what I, in my head, thought it would do, but that makes sense. Anyway, But when I'm walking up, if I snapped up this distance in one visual frame, or even a 50th of a second, it would look bad. Oh, Ghetto, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, if I snapped up this distance within 1/50th of a second, then it would look bad. It would just be very, like, stuttery. I wonder if I can somehow show that easily. Maybe if I just comment that out. Maybe if I just comment that out. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so hopefully this also comes through on stream. Now that I walk here, like, it's a very, very jittery. Like, I kind of just snap up the stairs, so I can make these longer. Okay, what direction is this? This is gonna be -x. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7? Let's see, 1, 2. Okay, it's 6. -6, 6, 0. And then let's do like 10 repetitions. I love my command system. But yeah, now if I go up the stairs, then it's very, very jittery. I should put something on the side here as well. I'll just fill like a certain distance. There we go. Let's just have that. Dude, look how fast the fucking fill is. Awesome. Maybe when I implement skylight, it'll be slower. But yeah, when I go up the stairs, it's everything's kind of jittery. Not good. Maybe we should have some visual interest points here so you can actually see the movement. Going down is always smooth. That's never a problem. But it's like, it's just not good. Right? And then if I enable this, then it's smooth as butter. You know, like we're just going up. It just works. Oh, I fucking held down R. Oh, okay, so if I press R and then open up the console, then it fucking restarts. I need to fix that. There we go. But yeah, we just interpolate with a bigger time frame than one tick. So there's just the whole system here. We're getting the camera height. Like we have an optional camera smoothing kind of component on the player. And if we don't have that smoothing component, then we just interpolate our Y position normally. But if we do have a smoothing component, then we use that. And hold on. Let's see, how do we implement this? This do we impl this anywhere? Nope. We just do the code raw. It's going well. I've like merged everything from the jam branch into the main branch, and I'm just going over some stuff, just because I can. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna get to like implementing skylight today. Just so you know, like maps like these can be darker in like underground areas, but then still not be completely black everywhere else. Like if I put down the brightness of the camera, then everything would be dark, unless I place down lights. and I don't want to like have to light every area everywhere at all times. Stuff should be lit by default, and then, you know, if you go underground or, you know, you're covered by blocks, then you can have shadows. That's the ideal state of things. Uh, yeah, I don't remember where, but there's this component. Basically, we just increment the timer here, and based on that timer, we just interpolate between two physics positions of the camera. So there's like multiple. No, it's not actually multiple layers of interpolation. It's only one layer. But the other thing that I wanted to show, the other thing. Let me go to my downloads and allow executing my own game. But I released this for the jam. Let's see. Don't falling is naturally smoothing on the steps. Yeah, it's I've been thinking about that, and I might change the behavior. I might not. I don't know. Like I'm not sure if going down the stairs should be like bouncing, or if the character should kind of smoothly go down the steps. I haven't decided yet. Yes, pulling has been solved, and like you can't ever see it in this jam game. But things that you can't see are cold. Indeed, and the solution is quite simple. Hey, I made the skill jump. I'm not gonna go through this though. You're meant to kind of fail this jump in the game. Also, spoilers for this game if you haven't played this. It's not that big of a deal. But there's this bomb. You can pick up the bomb. You can use the bomb. Oh, I should enable audio. Hold on. Audio check. How... That was probably loud. I'm gonna turn down the desktop audio a bit. True. Alright, that's minus 4 decibels. That's still quite a lot. Alright, let's do minus 10. Okay, I think that's a good level. Let me know. Is that good? Or is that too loud? Anyway. I'll go forward while I wait for the answer. Yeah, there's this room here. There's a wall where that you could blow up here, but you can't really see it. But I bait the player into, you know, blowing up this wall instead. There's nothing here. It's just a light. It's like, okay, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And after you open that light, oh, you can see the wall. Amazing. And you can go through here. And at some point, people had difficulty seeing this wall, but then I put some more light so that it's easier to see. Breakable wall here, jump here. From down here, you can't make it up here, but you're kind of teased with the area. And after you get the bomb, you can actually go there. I wanted to make this map bigger, but I just didn't have time. Sadly. And there's a little parkour area. Oh, almost failed. And I probably still have bad sneaking in the game if this jam didn't happen. It's kind of crucial for like precision parkour like that. And you know, I also slide on the edge and whatever. It's good. I should also make the thing where it like puts your view slightly lower when you sneak, so they can tell that you're sneaking. And then there's a stair section. You gotta avoid the obstacles as you go up. I failed. And that's that. And then we have this area here. There's no skylight here. There's just invisible lights above. And there, like, isn't much map here. I can show you it, in a sec. But you might notice here, oh, there's breakable blocks. Oh, that wanted to get stuck in the wall. I can blow this up. Go here. There's a secret. Maybe there's secrets elsewhere. And then, you know, you can go and explore, find everything. Yada yada yada. But it's a good time. Right? Yes, I made the jump. Let's see if I make this. Yes! Dude, this secret is so easy to get. I almost had it. I failed on the easy jump. Let me try again. No, that's not gonna work. But that jump is not possible from just the platform. You need to build speed. At least I'm pretty sure you have to. Oh my, it's saying 2 times in a row. I just don't press space early enough. God damn. I'm like debating whether I should add one more tick of coyote time. There we go. And you can go here. Oh. Please blow up. Thank you. And this secret is a bit more lame. It's just like a pathway. Hold up. No sneeze came. Fuck, I'm like on the edge of a sneeze. Anyway. And there's one secret here. Again, a bit of a lame secret. The last secret is more like the first one you saw. Hold on, let me go there. It is here. You probably haven't noticed it. But it's up there. If you somehow can jump up there, then there's a secret, right? And oh, maybe you can jump there. But how would you get there? And the solution is you can go here, you can go here. Oh, I jumped way too early. From here to here, and then here. Wow. And you can see the last area. Wow. This secret is my favorite. It's really hard to see, but it's also like the parkour to reach the secret is so well hidden in the environment. Like this looks like a hallway. But then you can like start piecing together like, oh, there's like this thing here. You know? Yes. Yes. Well, it's not on completion. It just says how many secrets you found. Like, if I go back to the end now, then it's gonna tell me that I found 4 out of 4 secrets. Still with the same timer, sadly. So it tracks the time that it took you to first complete, and then how many secrets you have at the time that you're reading the text. I would have changed that, but you know, something time, something scope. Yeah, and then also if you hold R, you can restart, and you're back at the beginning, and 0 secrets, no bomb, and everything's reset. Great. Yeah, I had some people playtest this. If you want playtest in the future, join the Discord. Hey, I can plug it. Also have my own custom ego domain nearpedit.com, and there's this Discord. I don't have to remember it like in random link because I just have it redirect to the Discord. Yeah. I have to manually give each joiner a role. Because I don't want spam bots joining and spamming all channels. And it's like a very, very easy low-tech way of preventing that, having a like role. Yeah, fair enough. I hadn't kind of thought about it in that way. But I guess in other ways, like if there's like a dent in a wall, then it's kind of immediately interesting. It's like, oh, what is this? Um, but with like a blocky style like this, like in order to have any detail, you have to do that, you know? And you're more able to like hide stuff in plain sight. It's great. Aye, aye. I hate this fucking cough that I have. It's amazing. And the more amazing part is how I got the cough. Or like, I don't know if this is how I got it, but this is when it started, right? So, uh, we have some honey in the house, which is like, you know, past its prime, I guess. I mean, realistically, I don't think the honey is gonna like ever really, or after a long time. But I was just like, fuck it, I was gonna like drink some honey, right? Just to see what it's like. And I got a cough out of it. For like somehow it like irritated my throat. And yeah. Uh, that's amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh yeah, that's the jam game. I had a lot of fun making it. And initially I participated in a jam. Hold on, let me mute the sounds. Just for the cash prize, honestly. Like this is what I was looking at. I was like, holy shit. I want that, right? And but I'm glad I participated even if I don't win because it pushed me to work more on this game and in different ways, right? I would not have I would have not have worked on the lighting system if I didn't participate in the game, but I think it was a good thing to do that. And and to be fair, I'm still not completely out of winning some cash prize. But what I would have to do now is like go and play a bunch of other people's entries and rate them and hope that they rate me back. Basically. Like that's the grind set. That's the grind set. And I might do that after streaming today. But it's time to start doing stuff. I'll do the easy thing first. Also, well, it's not explicitly rate to rate. It's more, and it's also like if I put down a comment on someone else's project, then it shows like, oh, this person commented and they submitted this, right? So you're kind of putting yourself out there, like advertising your own entry as you give feedback to others, which is not a like bad thing. Like I think it's a pretty decent system. It encourages people to rate. And honestly, I'm surprised by how many ratings there are. Dude, like, look at this. 806 ratings for 122 entries. Like that's awesome, right? And even I have gotten some ratings. 5 ratings. Wow, that's great. And I've rated like 3 entries so far, or 4. I think I've done 4. I have to do more. I also feel like a hypocrite because I only do entries which run in the browser for security concerns, and then my game doesn't run in the browser. And it's like, yeah, didn't have time to figure that out without an engine. Sorry. But yeah, when I opened this just to show the amount of commits. Uh, so this is like jam stuff. I don't remember when I started like merging in. Hmm. Oh, it's like here. Where is it? Oh, because this is yeah, this is like I at points like cherry picked commits to main branch just to have them here. But I can just look at the fucking date. What am I doing? Um, this is all yesterday. All of this. Just, you know, taking stuff and well, some of these are like small commits. Some of them are bigger. But I didn't feel good just, you know, placing everything into one big commit and be like, merge gem branch. And because there's also stuff that I don't need, right? Like I needed to go through each change and be like, okay, do I want this on the main game? And decide. But that's done. It's awesome. And also I love my save system. Hold on, let me show this. uh, okay. That is interesting mechanic. Do you mean like release builds of the game shared through Discord? Like my mind jumps immediately to like saving sharing save files, right? Because that's kind of what I've done in the past, but I don't know. Sounds interesting. Let's see. I should change the brightness now, actually. I need to change the brightness. I'm in the test file. I'm not supposed to be here. Build camera matrix. Let's make the brightness 0.0. Go here. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I I don't know if I will ever do that like level of shenanigans where the binary saves stuff into itself. I'll just be a noob and have a folder with the save files. For the jam, I did bake the save into the program, but it doesn't write into itself ever. But this is the first version that I kind of split off from for the jam map. So there's like a low ceiling here. I didn't have a plan for the breakable blocks yet. And I was like sketching out this area where, you know, you're gonna get the bomb. It was like a rough draft, right? And then, and there's like an idea for a secret. Oh, actually, the secret is already here. Nice. Yeah, but then we move on to the second version. And now it's a lot more fleshed out. Like, I can compare between these two. Oh, there's some random changes there. The ceiling is a lot higher now, right? If we compare Dungeon 1 and Dungeon 2, the ceiling is higher. The environment here is a little bit different. We have breakable blocks. In this area, instead of being like a rough, you know, plan of what's going to be there, it's like a whole thing, right? I love like switching between these. You can see this secret wall is not there yet. I still didn't have the item figured out, but the room at least is here, right? I didn't change that much. I just changed the light location. That's actually quite nice to see. And then this room just didn't exist before. Well, kind of. It's like a rough draft. Now it's here. And then we move to Dungeon 3. And the light position changed a bit. Something changed here. Oh, okay. So I put breakable blocks there. breakable blocks here as well. And a few changes on the parkour. And I believe the secret is here? It is. So we go from this to this. And there's some more detail in these walls as well. And I think these details actually matter quite a lot. Like, it's so much more visually interesting. And it's just a small amount of, like, breaking up everything. I'm so glad I saved multiple versions of this map. Multiple versions of this map. And this room went from, being this EPU win into this. Another room. And I don't think much changed. Oh yeah, Dungeon 4 I never released. Dungeon 4 was gonna be something, but then I decided not to. There's wall climb here. uh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Operating systems not liking self-modifying code. Yep. They don't like it. Like, Windows doesn't like anything. Windows likes the applications that give Microsoft money. Like, please certify yourself. What? I don't know. I feel like, maybe the FBI one. I guess I was gonna say that I'm not gonna choose, but maybe I could use the FBI one. Feel like, get another OS. Maybe. Honestly, I probably wouldn't use either. But if I had to, then probably the FBI one. I would maybe trust the American government more than the North Korean government. You know? This is not like by a lot kind of deal, but still I would. Yeah, I should fix the restart timer. So, see, I'm gonna handle the keyboard event. Alright, so everyone get to, and I hope you have a good one. Also, actually, before you disappear, I've meant to catch your streams, but you happen to stream at terrible times for me. It's like it's amazing. Like, the schedule mismatch is just terrible. Well, I'll catch you one day. I'll catch you one day. I will. That's all. You're free to leave. Ba, 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 ba. Where's restart timer? There we go. Okay, so we want to just make this happen whenever we open the console. There we go. Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Yeah, now if I hold restart and then I press T, then restart is released, which is good. Oh yeah, and also, yeah, the calling stuff, I just have an entity that exists in the world, and then I just visit every block position and mark those as being on the inside. It's not the hard problem to solve. I completely forgot to say that earlier. Anyway, bu- 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 let's see. That's solved? Okay, I should commit that then. I should probably... Oh, okay. Thank you for repeating the question. I don't have a favorite right... Oh, actually, do I? Do I? Um... this is one that I've played. This is one that I've played. Uh... There's one called, like, the Defective Unit or something. This one was pretty nice. It was, like, a bit longer and I finished it. I liked it personally. Um... This was nice as well, although I managed to soft lock. And it was funny though. There was like someone, the dev was on Discord saying like, "Oh, I didn't implement a like stuck key, but surely nobody will soft lock in my game." And I had just soft locked, so I just replied with a screenshot of me being stuck and a like frowny face. It was funny. I should fix um any key being held when you open the fucking console. Because right now, if I press W and then I press T, then we just move forward. Because the console ate the release of the W key, right? And the game never got to know about it. And yeah, that's not good. Not good. I don't know yet how I'm gonna deal with that. Do I just type every release into both sides? No way. Or I could just loop over every single field and be like, "You're released." I guess that's the implementation for that. Oh. Oh, I was just there. Okay. There we go. This is generated with a macro. Yippee! And now I can modify the macro and see if I know anything about anything. We should also make the console better and have actual command history. It has been annoying a few times, but not enough for me to actually do anything about it. Okay, so we have all of our bonds. We can visit all of the bonds with this. I feel like I should have tried to think this line instead of just copying it, so I can remember it. What did I just do? I just used the mouse and deleted that somehow. Okay, I somehow pasted that to the end of the fucking file. Dude, what magic trick did I just make? What? Okay. Sure. Somehow, I fucking did this, and with the flick of my wrist, the line disappears to the end of the file. That's my magic trick. Okay. Okay, yeah, but in macro notation, this is like, we have this line, and we have this variable on this line, and we're gonna repeat this line for all of the variations of this. Yippee, right? So I could remove this teleport key, it's not really needed anymore, but that's fine. But instead of ticking, I'm gonna say, undo that. We don't wanna do that. Now that's a pretty simple function. Set pressed false. And you could probably have a thing here, which like a property on the struct which has the name of every button on it. I think that's doable. And I might need that for like binding stuff. But I'll see. I should test that this works first of all. We are here. We press T and then where do we have the input state? Okay, self the input state. Let's see if that works. Now I'm pressing W and then, yep, it works. It just releases all of the buttons instantly. Very cool. It's also interesting that if I hold down W, it doesn't like start typing it until I release and press again. But that works. And it didn't take a long time. It's good. Okay, I should make the brightness adjustable and then implement skylight. That's the next to do. And for this, we need to go into console. Maybe one day I'll remember how to type this word. Is this the correct spelling? Please tell me that it is. For some reason, brightness is like one of those words that it's not real. It's not real and it can't hurt me. We're gonna have an alias for brightness, which is just B. So I will have an easier time. Aye. Yeah, it's just B. I was thinking, should it be B, BR, or BRI? But it's gonna be B. And new brightness. That's... And we actually need to store the brightness somewhere. Wow, okay. Have volume here? No, we don't. Let's just slap it on to the end. It's H and then T. H and then T. And this is a value between 0 and 1 right now. It's implemented in kind of a strange way. I might change how it works later. But for now it's fine. Let's put it 0.5. That's a decent default value. Then game state dot brightness equals new brightness. And that's that, and then we need to use it. Alright. Passing the skill check of typing the word brightness more and more. That's good. What? Oh yeah, F32. Okay. Sure, I just typed the wrong type here. I do like this code. This code is good. It's neat to work with. Like, I just added a new command. This is full bright. This is default brightness. If I do -1, then we do something interesting, I guess. We have less light. If I do 2, even more light. Or do we? Is it the same? Oh, we do have more light. Okay, that... like 0.1, then... I don't know. That's lame. But I have brightness now. Awesome. And this map is completely dark. And if we do B 0.1, we can kind of see... awesome, now it's full bright. When we go underground, oh my god, I just had an idea. An idea. It would be the most ghetto thing, but I could just change the fucking brightness when you go into an enclosed area. Also awesome. I didn't make this happen in material yet. Yeah, just change the fucking brightness. Surely that will not look like dog shit. So when I go here, it'll be like 1, and everything's bright, and when you go here, it'll be like 0.2. I don't think I'm doing that. I will do actual skylight. But yeah, that's funny. And brightness. Dude, only 3 line changes here, and then this. That's not a lot. Good. And what then? Actual skylight. Maybe I don't clickbait and I actually work on the thing that isn't the title. It's ass. That's the only problem. It's ass. Okay. Okay, what's the simplest way to do skylight? I could just get the topmost chunk and just go down on every position and then like, just emit light from those positions. Just mark them as lit. I'm thinking. This light propagation doesn't have to go over the void. So let's say this block gets hit with light. We don't have to go... we don't have to go over here technically, but all of these faces should be lit with skylight. So we do have to go over this edge. We don't have to make the void be lit, basically, is what I'm saying, right? Like, we don't have to care about this. Well, this face should be lit. Fuck. The blocks in the middle here, those, we don't care about those, right? Also, orthographic projection is back. Beep beep. The transition isn't as smooth as before, but it's back. And you can see that it's kind of a bit broken, because the UI isn't kind of in the same depth space. So interesting things happen. But that's besides the points. The point. Anyway, back to this. This is like a bunch of things we don't care about here. And here, every block is going to have the same brightness. So no real lighting should happen here. This is like the first place where the light should bleed from the neighboring blocks. Hmm. I was just trying to think about performance and if I should, like, what should I memorize? But the real answer is to just do it and see what the performance is like and not worry about it. Maybe, damn, I collided with the thing. Also, I remember you cleared saying, like, at some point, like, oh, I should, like, have input replays based on the current, like, dirty tree or, like, the latest commit. I will likely steal that idea. So I also realized, like, if I just have input replays, then I can just have the game running the input replays in the background, right? And OBS capturing that. And whenever I commit, there will be just like a local git action which would clone that to another instance of the repo, and then just fucking, you know, just run the game, like recompile, run the game, uh, with some like some fucking thing where it's like, oh, open these input replays and whatever, yada yada yada. Or maybe the game by default would do that. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Because when testing, I would just want it to load the autosave and not, like go into like some demo mode. I guess. Okay. I can have a command line argument for the game. Yeah, that's what I can do. Anyway. Alright, let's figure out the light. I know Minecraft does like separate skylight and look light, but I think I'll start by having them be the same. Let's see. Where do we do light? Then we do it here. Where do we queue light? That we do in lib.rs. Da 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 da. I guess also, do I care if... Okay. What I'm thinking is, if I, like, let's say I had a ceiling on the world, or like some block, like 10,000 blocks up high. Do I care about that existing? Do I want that to cast a shadow here? Or do I want to ignore it after a certain distance? Okay, I'm overthinking. Time for the simplest implementation. The simplest implementation. What is the simplest thing that I can do to get this to kind of work? So I can see if it's complete dog shit or not. For setting individual blocks, I can just step up like 100 blocks and see if there's anything there. That's like a very, very simple thing to do. But I'm thinking about like the world generation now. That's a bit annoying. I could just iterate over every single X and Z position and then go down. How long does that take? Okay, let's see. So we have this here. Oh, and also, I'm caching the mesh for the chunks. Before I didn't do this. Hold on. Actually, I think I tested this. Oh, fucking fucked up. There we go. I'm gonna just do this, and it's disabled. So without any caching. Also, I didn't put myself in streamer mode or ping the Discord. God damn. I just realized I didn't do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it now. I'm like all over the place. There we go. Stream notif. Ping, 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 ping. Dude, getting pinged on Discord reminded me. Thank you, Wardle, for pinging me. Anyway. What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, the fucking optimization. So right now, this map takes like 18 milliseconds to mesh when I place a block. Which, you know, isn't really the best. And if I load Dungeon 4... Yeah, this is like 50 milliseconds. Like, god damn. That's a long time. Yes, Mr. Wardle himself. I know him. So true. Yeah, we go from 50 milliseconds for meshing to 23 mil. That's not supposed to be that long. Well, it's still an improvement, but why does it take fucking 23 milliseconds? Because that's supposed to only mesh one chunk. Well, it's meshing one chunk, but it's also sending everything over. So, or like it's cloning a bunch of data. It's still better. I can make it better. Still, ideally this would mesh in 16 milliseconds or less on my machine. That's like the goal. But this shouldn't be taking like any time. Realistically, it should be instant. Well, this map, at least, the meshing time is like, you know, 1 to 3 milliseconds, something like that. So it completes under a frame. I'm happy, but I do have to optimize that at some point because it is getting bad on bigger maps. And my philosophy of ignoring things until they become an issue, I mean, it's working, but it's becoming an issue. So, you know, I can no longer ignore it. Okay, back to skylight. Uh, mm-hmm. Dungeon 4 is the biggest one right now. And like, there's some maps that don't even load because they have too many vertices. But they're like massive, like generated with math. And yeah, it's not like a realistic case. Dungeon 4 is the best one that I have right now. And the thing is, if I don't have maps that are big enough for me to test the issue with, then it's evidently not an issue and I can continue ignoring it. Right? And then when I do have to address it, I will have a better system and I'll have a better idea of how to solve the issue than I would have now, right? So, pro development strategy of burying your head in the sand. Not really. There's like some issues that should be solved early on, but some that are better to solve later, right? Like this save file format and how to support different versions, I had to have that from the beginning, right? I do believe that. But skylight, I mean, I need it now. Meshing optimization, that can be later. Okay, fuck it. Let's just on demand iterate through the entire fucking map. I'll place it in the Voxel's implementation block. That's gonna be last thing here. I guess this should be in light.rs, honestly. Yeah, it should be here. It's gonna be like the last step. Yeah, okay. This light model makes a bit of sense. We're gonna have all the lights, and then we add skylight on top. Or is it gonna be between these steps? We'll see. We'll see. It's a funny thing. This is still the Voxel's implementation block technically, but it's still in a separate file. Alright, so we're adding skylight. I wish this editor would like scroll past the end of the file. Anyway, add skylight. So what do we do here? We want to iterate over every single X and Z position that we have. So we want to iterate over every single chunk. We only want unique chunks on the X and Z. Okay, let's get every single unique X and Z coordinate on chunk coordinates first. Where do I have all chunk positions mentioned in any of these files? I need to know. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I have it here. Sure, Well, actually, I don't need that. I can just take the values out of the hash map. Think I just want the keys. Can I get them like this? Okay, and what is the type? Keys, some. Okay, sure. You're something. I guess I want this to be a hash set, honestly. And we only take the X and Z's. Or not really. No, it's gonna be a new hash map. So now da -da -da. How do we get the entry? Entry. Where did I do entry stuff? In meshing, perhaps? Oh, there we go. Dot entry, and then we have occupied and vacant, and then we... Okay, let's copy that a bit. I love importing stuff in the middle of my fucking program. I guess I don't need to copy the values, honestly. I could just carry the fucking hash map directly. Or... I do want to iterate over everything. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, what am I actually doing? I don't know. Oh yeah, I need to carry the height map, not the thingy thing. Okay. So this I already have. We don't need this. I want to match this chunk height map entry chunk pause occupied. We do something, and vacant we do something. And what do we do? Let's find out. Yeah, and you're complaining that you don't have type. That's fine. It's format. Oh. I can't tell this is like reload the file. All sharks to shark. I need to click close without saving. Okay. We have this. So if the chunk height map, I want the vacant to be first. Okay, so if we don't have an entry, what do we do? Then we just insert the entry. Chunk height map. Insert. And it's gonna be. And the value is chunk pause.y. It's gonna be e.insert actually. What's the issue? Oh. Okay. We actually need to use the vector to here. Yeah, that makes sense. We're getting it based on that. This needs to be immutable. Okay, no more errors. And if the entry is occupied, also this needs to be only one line. If it's occupied, then we need to compare if the stored position is higher or if our position is higher, and then we store the higher value. Did I just get... This is found to be of type mutable I32. What the fuck do you mean? What if I do reference that? You know? Oh. Oh, this is a fucking returning reference to the type. So I need to actually wrap this in a thing. And then have this thing here. So we're not returning the thing. God damn. Okay, so that's fine. And this is supposed to be a I32. There we go. It's I32. And I can try to dereference that. Yes. And if I try to do that twice, then we get an error. It's good. Good shit. Alright. Existing height is lower than okay, so this needs to be mutable. Interesting how the other doesn't have to be. Alright, so now we should have a height map of all the highest chunk positions. Awesome. And this should run basically in no time. And from here I can start lighting, I guess. Yeah, I should just start. Okay, so we take... The order doesn't matter, actually. We're just gonna add everything to the light queue. Yeah. Yeah, so how this is gonna work is that... we propagate the light decrease, and then we do skylights, which marks a bunch of positions to have light, and then we propagate light increase. Awesome. That's gonna work. It's probably gonna have terrible performance. But that's fine. That's fine. We just need it to work, first of all, right? Optimizations come later. Okay. So now we're no longer iterating over every single chunk. We're just gonna iterate over every single chunk height. Okay. Okay. And now... this code is gonna be cursed. xz.x, y, xz.y. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I think I want to have a moment where I kind of confirm that anything works ever. And just print everything and actually have this code run. Honestly, I just realized I can just add that there and it's gonna work. Because these light functions are already something that are called. So that's good. Oh, but I realized that the fucking hotbar is gonna spam everything constantly. Okay. It's gonna run this and then immediately destroy it. There's so many. It's like instant. Okay. Oh, and it's also okay. I'm dumb as well. This is one line per thing. I can't tell where the lines start and where they end. Can I just call len? Is that a thing? For hash maps? It is. Okay, good. Oh. Oh, I just realized it does run every single frame for the normal meshing. We run the light stuff every single frame. No. Okay. That complicates things a bit. I should probably cache the results instead of recalculating all skylight every single frame. Well, there's 18 positions. We're gonna figure out the caching later, right? It's fine. It's fine. And I'm gonna measure this in milliseconds, I guess. Here we go. Okay, it's taking 0 milliseconds currently. That's kind of expected. Kind of expected. Now for every single position, we need to go down until we find a block, and then we set that into the increase queue. I wonder if this is gonna fuck everything up. That's kind of my concern. That this might not work as well as it should. But we will see. We will see. This. I might need another layer for the skylight so that this actually fucking works. But we'll see. We'll see. For sure. For sure. Okay. So we want to turn the chunk position into why do I have that unsaved? Like there was like okay, there's nothing there. Alright, so get the chunk chords and block index. There we go. Chunk chords and block index the world position. I guess this is what I want to do, and the block index is going to be 0. And this is going to be fine. Really? Oh, I didn't use the crate. No, I do use the crate. Oh, it's in voxels. It's not like that. It's okay. One thing that I don't like is that I don't have like a consistent. Oh yeah, I'm dumb. I don't have a consistent way of kind of deciding where functions go. Oh, there we go. That works. So ugly. There should just be a function and not a function in voxels. Well, whatever. Okay, so we have the block position, and now we need to iterate over every single chunk position, and chunks are 32 by 32 by 32 blocks currently. Don't do it like that. Okay, so the start and end. Okay. That was a thing that was... There's like a better way to do this, but we'll see. Okay, so start is gonna be... It's gonna be the block position. and it's gonna be block position plus vector 3. Missed the comma, but that's fine. Now this is gonna iterate over all of the positions. It's just a bit more neat than, you know, iterating over X and then iterating over Z. I can just have one loop level instead. I just like that a bit more. That's all. I could probably have the loop thing as a macro, maybe, but me. Okay. So for each position, and this is gonna be at index 0, so it's gonna be at the bottom. We need it to be at the top. I'm thinking there's potential for an off by 1 error here. Can we do here? Okay. So if I add the size, how does it currently work? It iterates up to the position, I think. So it might go 1 too high, actually. That's a bit annoying. It is indeed a bit annoying. I think I'll do the normal iteration instead. It's just a bit simpler. I concede. I want to use my own custom system that's a bit neat, because I'm afraid of bugs. Afraid of bugs. I think I'm fine if I just add the size here. I might have to do like -1. Probably I won't even notice it. Okay, so now oof. Oof. Okay. Technically, I just want to iterate over the Y until I hit something, so there's gonna be one more loop level on this thingy thing. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna do... Oh, I forgot. I can just do loop instead of while true. This no longer exists. That's fine. And now there's some potential problems here, but we'll see. Let's do formatting. So what I'm thinking is that if we're iterating down, we'll likely uh do a thingy thing where we hit empty chunks when we're iterating down, and we want to skip over those. That's good. But what if we don't have any more chunks on that Y position? We don't want to loop forever. I guess I can just check like 100 chunks and then stop. It's fine. I could have two values. It's like the lowest and the highest chunk, actually. I would probably do that. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a bit different, actually. That's fine. Hmm. I'm guessing this is copying the shit. Yeah, okay. We need to... Oh, and this needs to be surrounded by another set of parentheses, because it's a tuple. Mm-hmm. And now everything else is crying. It's fine. Okay. Don't think this is gonna do anything now. We'll just... Well, if I don't dereference this, what happens? No, so we need to dereference these. That's fine. I thought this is gonna be an error. For fucking sure. Okay. Well, I think what I will do is this. Like, we need to dereference and assign the value, yada yada yada. But it needs to be get moot. That's fine. So now we get references to these values, and then we override the values if appropriate. Let's see. Now swap lets the disk to be used as RAM. Do you think swap? I don't know. Wait. Actually, let me read that question again. Do you know how swap lets the disk be used as RAM? Do you think swap and what? I don't understand the question. Do you think swap and use the RAM as disk? I think there's some words missing from your question. And it's like if I was having a stroke, then it would make sense. I love that you said that. I love that you said that. Uh yes. On Windows, when I was on Windows, I used to have this program that like dedicated an area of the RAM to be a disk. So definitely yes, that is indeed a thing that can be done. How you can do it? Good question. Good question. Let's see. Okay. So now we have the highest and the lowest chunk position. Uy. Okay. I'm just gonna want to have a borrowed position because I'm dumb. Fine. Alright. Then I have the block. I need to match the model of the block. We only care about that, I think. Or actually, we want to do this in reverse. If it's a none or trigger, then we do nothing. Everything else, we cast a shadow, I'm pretty sure. Or we might need another branch here where we put the light, but we also go down, right? Because if we have like a fence post, we want the fence post to be lit, but we don't want it to cast a shadow on the things below it. I think. Or do we? No, we don't want it to do that. But for now, it will do that, because that's simpler. What now? I have the offset, I have the wolf position, we know what the model is. Okay, if the model is trigger empty, then we continue. And now... Okay, so we hit something. I guess we break? Because we found something? We break from the loop, finding Y offset at least. Okay. Kind of funny to have continue and break here. There's like... Oh, I'm at the wrong indentation level now. Like, if I put code here, it's never gonna be run. And I never changed the Y offset, actually. Holy shit. Okay. Maybe we... Maybe we do it like this. So if it's nothing, then we have the rest of the loop logic here, and if it's something, then we break out of the loop. That makes sense. Okay. So now, we want to insert this into the light queue. And then we do nothing else, I guess. We push back, actually. Not insert, we push back, and what do we do? What do you want? What do you want from me? Okay, so you want a tuple. This could be a position. So, well, I don't have the position. No. No. I guess... Well, no, I have the Y offset and I have the X and Z offset, but I could also just, like, return the position from here. Okay, and now... I think I can just do that. Okay, good, good, good. Nice. This whole thing is just for getting the block position. That's a nice way to think about it. Okay, so we have the block position, and then is put light there. Oh, what's wrong? Maybe that's okay. And it's light boss, not block boss, and that works. Are we ready to crash? Yes, let's go. Ooh, okay. CPU usage, one thread is having fun. Memory usage is still normal. You can't see it, but I can see it. And we're kind of just... Oh, we probably enter into the void on some positions. So we will never complete the task. This is why I wanted the lowest chunk position after all. Let's see what happens. We print. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Indeed. There's some positions that find something. And then there's some that, well, there's one, really. There's one fucker here who just doesn't find anything. So we start here, and we just start going down, never find it. Okay. So what do we do now? We have the lowest chunk position, but honestly, we'll just use 100, negative 100 as the cutoff point for now, just to see if it's good otherwise. Oh. Because we're running at like 50 FPS. Maybe because of the printing. But it works, right? It works. Like, we have light here, and then we have less light here. And it actually gets really dark. Yeah, it's completely dark here because we're, like, under. These sides should be fully lit. This shadow actually looks really nice. But it shouldn't go, like, darker the lower you go, like that. Skylight calculation took 11 milliseconds. Ooh, that's a hefty part of the frame budget. And at 144 hertz, that's over the frame budget, clearly. That sucks. But it is what it is. Let's disable the printing. Let's see if it's any better. Okay, it's like 8 milliseconds, still bad. If we can optimize this, that's great. And if there's no like good optimization, then my only solace will be that this only needs to run when I place blocks, right? And I can cache a lot of this. Ooh, I actually did the jump. And then I failed. There's still some movement stuff that I have to figure out. Okay. Nice. Okay. Now we need to figure out the lowest Y position that we can go to. Lowest Y is here. And there we go. That's gonna be, and then we only need the Y out of that. And that works. At least it should work. Why? It's saying 0 ms and then we're at 5 FPS. What the fuck is going on? Well, the skylight calculation is taking less time, but then it's stressing the other components. Okay. Okay. Maybe like this. Oh, now we're at 144 FPS. But are we doing anything correctly? We are not. Everything is really dark for some reason. Why is it so dark? Why is everything broken? Yeah, this 0 ms was too good to be true. Apparently. Right. Let's see, what do we get? Highest is 2 and lowest is 0. These are supposed... Well, these are chunk coordinates, I guess. Alright. So a lot of these end in 0. I guess that makes sense. Oh, Y offset. I shouldn't be doing Y offset. I should be doing the... Yeah, okay. So this is incorrect. Okay, that makes sense. Whew. Okay, now it's lit again. And now we're getting some reasonable stuff again. Good. Good. Okay, now the performance is a bit higher. Not a lot, but it is higher. See, 0.1, I guess. But we do still have skylight, which is good. This scuffed. But it's there. And this is all dark. I would need to add lights to this area. And this doesn't make sense either. Like, these sides should be lit all the way. This shadow should exist here, and I like that it kind of happened. Oh, but yeah, but these don't have shadows now. At least not visible shadows. If I add a big enough area, then it's gonna have shadow, though. Do. Okay, well... Or that's what you would think. How big of an area do I need to make a visible shadow? Still nothing. Okay, I need like a tool that pastes a line of blocks. That's what I need. So I know the blocks outside of the area don't really matter, but whatever. Why is this still fully lit? Oh, it just doesn't update the lights for some reason. God damn. I hear some lights, but it's not a lot. Also, the meshing is still broken. Okay, so the skylight doesn't update. Alright, have a good nap. I hope it goes well. Okay, so this is... I wonder why filling didn't update the shadows. Nor placing blocks. Or placing... Blah, blah, blah. Anyway. So the skylight doesn't want to update for some reason. I get... Yeah, but okay, so we're not putting anything in the decrease queue, that's why. We're going through all this fucking trouble to recalculate the skylights, but then we're not putting anything in the decrease queue, which is a bit okay. The easiest thing to do here would be to have skylight as a separate thing. Completely separate. Just like how Minecraft used to do it and still does it. Oh damn. Hold on. Okay, you can't make it without speed. But that's interesting that you can do that. I could maybe use this as like a thing. Like a wraparound route. Because the thing is, you can't really jump on top of this pole from here, because you need so much momentum. And this is also a momentum jump. If you stop onto the pole, then you can't make that jump. And this means I never thought about this. I literally just discovered this. I can go from here, jump here, jump. Dude, that is possible. It's just difficult. I can jump there and then continue from there, right? I can make it come all the way back. Oh my god, that's so good. I just solved how I should continue the map. Okay, I'm gonna add a comment for myself. Yeah, that's those are pretty clear texts. I think yeah, so I can add like something here. But the problem is, where can I jump from top of this pole that I can't jump from top of this post? Like, if I add a block here, right? Well, I can jump here from here, but from here, I don't know if it's possible. I guess I have to take advantage of the fact that the angle is this way. Let's actually see. I am totally not distracted. The TP tool is my savior. I love the fact that this is was an accidental discovery type thing. But I love this. Okay, so can't jump here from there. Definitely can't jump there from here, right? Yeah, that I think that's impossible. If you somehow make that, you deserve the skip. Yeah, pretty sure that's not possible. But also, stuff like this, like, I don't think I will ever implement, like, checkpoints that you have to go through. Just because... Yes, that's so good. Yeah, so... Yeah, I don't want to, like, have a checkpoint that you have to go to, and it's like, oh, fuck you, you didn't go to the checkpoint. I want it to be that... I wanted to challenge myself to make maps where the skips are impossible just because of how the movement works, right? And if someone speedrunning the game outsmarts me, you know, and discovers a skip, good on them, right? I should allow that to happen and not have a fuck you checkpoint system that just invalidates their finding, right? They should be rewarded for like taking a close enough look at the map and discovering like, oh, if you do this, then you can do the skip. We need lights here. That's like a design philosophy thing, I guess I have. Uh, oh, I love chunk edges. I love chunk edges. And these are empty chunks, so the light doesn't want to go through. Eh. I go. Oh, this is also broken. If I... Okay, it's not broken when you load the map, at least. But, yeah. That's good. So it's not the highest tier priority fix for me. It only affects me when building, basically. Yeah, so instead of having a finish here, we would somehow rise back up, gamers, and go up top. But I really like this area here. I guess what could happen is that this hole isn't the thing that you enter into immediately. Like, it's something that you see, but you can't go into. And you have to loop back around. You go on this bridge. You have this adventure here. You know, do some kind of thingamajig. And then you come back here, and then you can enter the hole. Right? I think that's going to be the design. Let's add another comment here. I love that I can insert text. It's good. Good fun. Alright. What I want to do now. Skylight. Yeah, I was thinking of having it be separate. Well, well, well. Oh, we're dropping frames. Goddamn. Didn't see that. Mm. Uh, I guess I'll do it. Is it gonna be just a completely separate thing? I guess so. Let's see. Guess instead of Honestly, I'll think about this later. I thought that I would do this now, but I will not. I will take a break and do this later. I want to eat. I want to do other stuff. I'm on my winter break. It's all good. I love it. But this is good progress. Good progress. Let's see. Yeah. I'll just head out. I hope you have a good time. Here are all the links. The most important link, the Discord. I love having people there. It's not really active, but you know, if I do playtests, you want to be there, right? The jam game that I showed in the beginning of this stream, I was like pinging people and be like, "Yo, do you want to playtest?" And then we did some playtesting. It's great fun. And you can find my schedule also at nearparty.com/stream/schedule, and you can find all the VODs. So you know, if this channel disappears ever, just go to nearparty.com/stream/archive, and you should find the VODs. If I have figured out a way to upload them somewhere else than YouTube, in case YouTube like smites me down. Yeah, let's see if I have anything to commit actually. I won't do that yet. This is like work in progress skylight. Okay, let's format and then make a branch. That's good. Right. Nice then for real. See you later.